wanted to talk to you guys about, if you live in the United States, I'm not sure what about other countries, but I'm sure, like, in general, when you're living an adult life, then you're gonna go through stress. That's what I want to talk about today. If you're new to my channel, or if you have not seen my face ever before, so my name is Charmelle Djims. Well, my Charmelle Djims. But today I want to talk about stress. Stress usually is caused by, when you see. Listen, I'm not a doctor. I have to say it first. So I'm not a doctor. So everything I'm saying right now is from pure experience. Working as a medical assistant, talking to patients, and them telling me about their stories, and even personal experience, when stress happened to me too. If you're living an adult life, no matter where you're living, you're gonna experience stress. So stress, usually for me, is because I do so much together. Like, I try to combine so many things together. I try to do so many things at the same time, and then I end up being so stressed because it's just too much. It becomes too much. Like, you think you can take 10 classes well, that's exaggerating, but you think you can take 7 classes together, work a job, and then do YouTube, and then do other extracurricular activities and stuff like that. So yeah, so those are the things that stress me out most. But yeah, so when you do a lot of things together, or maybe if it's something that you really want, something maybe like a job, you went to a job interview and you really thought it was gonna work out, and then they never called you back for maybe the second interview, or maybe to let you know that you're hired or anything. So that can be stressful too, because if you're living an adult life and you're independent and you don't ask for money to anybody, or if you needed that job to live, then it's gonna be hard. So that can be very stressful when you go to a job interview and they don't hire you, or if you don't you're not finding a job in general. So those are the things that can cause stress. What else can cause stress? Relationships. I don't care if it's romantic relationship, relationship with your kinship, parents, cousins, anybody from your family, or romantic relationship. I said that already. Or friends, regular friends, when it's not working out, if you're relying on somebody when you're going through something, it might not be stress, it might be something else, something big, it might be actually something good, and you cannot share it with anyone, your friend is not talking to you, or your family doesn't want to listen to you, or your relationship is going bad, your romantic relationship is going bad, and stuff like that. That can be a lot of stress too. So there are many things I'm sure you can relate. If you feel stressed, if you click on this video, come on, either you're feeling stressed, you have been feeling stressed at some point, or you're just my subscriber and you just clicked on my video because you saw my face popped on your YouTube. But yeah, so those are the things that can cause stress. So if you have ever been stressed, you can relate to this, no matter what, even if it's your pen broke. Yeah, some people are stressed because they had one specific pen, or maybe they gave you that pen for your one of your specific birthdays, and maybe you just love that pen for some reason, and then the pen breaks. Then you can be stressed for that. So don't let anybody dictate to you what you should be stressed about. Some people will tell you, oh, is that what's causing your stress? There are many other things, people lose relatives, and that's a good reason to be stressed. But you just, that's not enough to be stressed. Don't let anybody tell you that, because it's what's going on in your body. It's if you feel stressed, you are always sad, no matter what is going on around you, you're just sad, and you just don't want to talk to anyone. Sorry, that's mostly depression signs. But if you're stressed, you're really if you're stressed, you're always oh my god, I have to do this, I have to do that, and sometimes you end up screwing everything up, and sometimes luckily you're able to do everything at once and it works out actually. So good for you if you're that person. I make a list every time to not overwhelm myself. So what are the, I'm not gonna talk to you too much about the symptoms for stress, because sometimes your blood pressure goes high, and that's usually something that you cannot tell. Like if your blood pressure is high, you cannot tell. And if your pulse is high, like if your heart is beating fast, that you might want to see a doctor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you can hear your heart beat and your heart is beating very fast, like over 100 beats per minute, like sometimes it's like 120 beats per minute, that you might want to see a doctor. You want to see a doctor for that. Those are the common signs of stress. There are many other signs like vomiting, and like people sometimes vomit. Sometimes people they just fall asleep, like standing up. Like it's just so overwhelming that the body is like, no, shut it out, like shut it down, like I'm not doing this anymore. So you just collapse there, like, and just fall asleep. It's not, some people are like that. So some people fart when they're stressed. When they're in a stressful situation, they just fart even if they didn't want to fart before. So some people, don't judge people when they fart in public, because it's not something that you can always control. What other signs? So I will stop here for the symptoms. But what can you do when you're stressed?